integrating AI and adding ZappyChat to his mix was being able to have an AI powered offer, right? So you have if you guys seen any ads around AI recently, it's a hot topic. People are talking about it. People want to know how AI can help them, and they also like the idea of not having to hire a whole team around answering questions or being at their phone's disposal all day every day, right? So he sent out a couple emails to his list of jeweler clients and got 10 clients closed in a week. So now think about a 5K setup fee and monthly recurring revenue. Just in setup fees alone, it's like over $50,000 worth of revenue in month one, or I'm sorry, week one. So that's pretty exciting, right? And then that type of revenue said, hey, we can start bringing my wife home and not having her work in the business. So that's pretty cool. So awesome use case there. Um, yeah. Says the book. That's awesome. Yeah. So then the next thing would be retain clients longer. So the next thing here is Dax is an agency owner that works with real estate investors. He's using AI to close more business with folks that are looking to get more properties sold, right? So then being able to qualify those leads better. So as they're coming to him, understanding what type of properties you're looking to sell, how many bedrooms, bath square footage. Love to see if you guys have any, what type of qualifying questions would you want to know about leads coming into your process, right? What kind of things would you want to clarify? While you're doing that, so the feedback is it's like getting it's like a VA on steroids, so someone that's responding after hours on the weekends, consistently, quickly throughout the day, and it went from a 10 to 20% booking rate to 90%. So that's a huge, increase, obviously, in just output for clients. They're singing his praises. They're sticking around longer. They're loving that process, and he's getting more clients because of those kind of results. So, really, really powerful way to leverage AI. Another way is just adding as a, hey, how do I charge more? Like adding AI to the process, being able to charge more for his clients. So Chase works with voice AI. So he started with voice agents. It's like, well, I have voice, but I don't have chat. So how do I add chat so that I can handle both sides of those conversations? Now he charges $500 a month just to layer in ZappyChat on top of his existing client base. So a great way to monetize that structure for sure. So next up, we're going to dive into speed of leads. This is one of the biggest things that ZappyChat can solve for. So answering questions more quickly, doing all those things. Now, curious guys, how long is it fair to follow up with leads in? Like, what would you expect for your clients? So you're generating leads, or you're generating leads, whether it's for yourself or for clients. If you follow up in 10 minutes, you follow up in an hour, you follow up same day. What does your process look like now? How long is this taking? 5 minutes? Okay, Tim, that's pretty good. It's not bad. Yeah, so I definitely heard longer. Half day. Okay, 4 hours, 2 minutes or less. Okay, Josh is really hanging out by the phone or having something there to answer questions. A second. Okay, James, I love that. So I'm guessing James, you're like, hey, there's an automation that comes out from level. Next up, we're seeing that workflow come through. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, there we go. Yep. So part of what we see here is when you respond to leads quickly, it makes a huge difference for conversion. So if you respond within the first minute, it increases conversion likelihood by 391%. Part of what's different though about just sending out an automation, having one next step happen, is having a conversation. So you guys ever have someone that texts you and they don't respond very quickly? So you text them today, you might get a response tomorrow, and it's just a very slow conversation over a long period of time. Not a lot happens there, right? So what this forces people to do is you respond quickly, consistently every time. Well, then they respond in turn, like much more frequently, much more often. If you respond to leads within the first 5 minutes versus 30 minutes, so I saw a 5 minute answer in there, it's cool. So think about that versus a half day. Just this 25-minute difference means a 21x difference in conversion likelihood. So that, like the speed of lead, guys, it's huge. I mean, without the offer changing, without the delivery changing, without changing what your clients do in the back end, the fact that you just have them respond quickly, or you do it for yourself quickly, is going to mean more conversions overall. So really powerful, reason why AI is assisting businesses today. So here's a few things that we see ZappyChat actually doing to help in these scenarios. So one is answering questions and overcoming objections. Another is qualification, conversational booking, follow-up. So all these things are things people are looking to do consistently. And one thing is just like with AI, so people have some questions. Feel free to drop questions in the chat as you're thinking of them. By the way, people ask questions like, "What GPT models can you use? Can you use 3.5, or is it only 4.0 or 4.0 Turbo? Can you do this and that?" And so as they're looking at our page, they have a question. They just want a quick answer. If they can get the answer, oftentimes they'll just go ahead and sign up and purchase, right? So same thing with your clients. They want immediate answers. they're distracted, right? We have a lot of things going on. Last call I had, someone's daughter came in the room and just took over. So there's things that come up, right? So we must be told exactly what to do next, so we can make sure that's clearly happening, whether that's booking a call, here's a link to purchase, those types of things. So if we do that, we'll sell more stuff, so will our clients. And then there's the process of as leads are coming to you, right? So, I guess if your calendar is booked solid every day, is that a good thing, right? I guess it kind of depends, right? What are the quality of the appointments? And so if you know before someone books on your calendar that it's a quality appointment and that you're talking to most qualified leads, you'll sell more stuff, right? So it puts you in a position to talk to the right people more consistently. So here's an example in real estate. So for those of you not in real estate, I apologize. We're just going to borrow your imaginations here. I'm going to hit pause and close this. So we have, with ZappyChat, you can set up these things called goals, which basically allow you to say, hey, what are you looking for in the conversation? Are there some qualifying questions? Maybe you're running a survey now or a form on a website. What are those things that you want to collect? And let's still capture that information anyway. So whether that's, is someone looking to buy or sell a home in this scenario for an agent? What's their budget and what's their timeline? So we just want to collect that conversationally. And so what that looks like in practice is we start out with an opening question. This just happens to be in Facebook Messenger. Hey, Andrew, this is Regis the Realtor. Were you interested in purchasing a home, or are you trying to sell your property? So no need to put keywords and respond with all caps in this thing. It's just, they say looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in Capitol Hill. And we respond with, by doing a couple things. So if I fast forward just a little bit, we actually update, I'm missing it here. We're actually updating the contact record to reflect that they're a buyer. So we're adding a tag as a buyer. The next, they say, in terms of timeline, is they're looking to buy by the end of the year. We actually calculate what the end of the year is and update the timeline. So now we're updating, this is recorded a few months before the end of the year last year. So now we update that. That's happening all from the conversations. No one had to go manually type this in. We just capture this as we went. Last thing we're looking for here is budget. And we want to find out what they can spend. What can they afford to buy for this property? So they say ideally under 700,000, but we could possibly go up to 800 for the perfect house. And in that scenario, we know that they're a buyer, that they're looking to buy in the next 3 months, and their budget's 800,000. Now it's time to book in the calendar, right? So from a qualification standpoint, imagine just knowing exactly who that lead is, you defining what the criteria are, and then making sure only those people are showing up on your client's calendar. So when it comes to that process, say, hey, thanks, Andrew, for sharing that information. Gives us a clear idea what we should be looking for. Let's schedule a call with one of our expert realtors. We have a couple slots available. Would either of those times work for you? And so in that scenario, now it's going conversational. It's pulling up times that are based on the availability of that person and their actual link. So it didn't need to look it up. No one had to come and check or call this person after the fact, after they've been qualified. Let's just book them on a calendar. And of course, they don't accept the first option. Hey, can we do something before noon? Can we do something later? So on and so forth. We get down to a time that, hey, that works. Yeah, that's perfect. Now they're booked on the calendar. So the appointment is set. It shows up on the client's calendar. Everybody wins. Everyone knows what's going on. So that process of conversational booking we find just reduces friction around booking, so that more people book with more ease. So some people do like the booking link. I mean, I drop a 1 if you're a booking link person, if you personally like just clicking on the booking link, scheduling a time, or drop a 2 if you're more like, hey, I'd rather have conversation like I would with a family member about just chatting. Okay, yeah, obviously some people like the booking link, but when we look at volume, we see more people book in the experience where you keep the conversation in the channel they're familiar with, whether it's SMS, whether it's WhatsApp, whatever channel that is. So you get the highest booking rate possible. And then there's that conversation. So even the lead quality goes up because you're having a more reciprocity built. And then lastly, from a follow-up standpoint, I don't know about you guys, but even doing sales, I don't follow up all the time, every time, consistently, as a person, right? But when you look at it, technology can fill that spot and do it consistently every time, like your sales manager would want you to do it across the board, right? So when you look at, hey, if a lead comes in, someone fills out a Facebook lead form, you ask that initial question we talked about, are you looking to buy or sell a home? And they don't respond. Well, why not keep following up? That's when automated follow-up comes in. You have all of their contact info. You're following up across multiple platforms. Really, really powerful stuff. I see a question from Tim or comment. We'll definitely dive into that here shortly. So, all right. So after we look at follow up, now it's a matter of where does this work. So these are the channels. If I just listed out a channel, so all of these 1 through 8, email, SMS, live chat, Instagram, Google My Business Chat, chat widget, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, all those things you can have conversations there. You can also be live on a website. So if you check out ZappyChat.com, I don't know if anybody likes testing the bots out and checking it out, but on the bottom right, you can see a chat bot there. You can start asking questions about ZappyChat if you'd like, but that's an example of how it would show up. You also have this embedded chat widget experience, and oftentimes people want an experience like this because it just drives more attention. It's more front and center on a website, and that looks if I were to throw it in a funnel as an example, you could see something like that here. So anybody looking to embed AI in their website or just more other channels? Website, okay, IG, okay. Let's look at a couple other examples. So in terms of AI out in the wild, people use it in social media, ads, database reactivation, QR codes, lots of different examples. One way you can make this really visual is just kind of highlighting what it would look like in the wild. So let's say I just mentioned Facebook ads or in ads. So imagine someone sees your offer and you actually look at, okay, if I were to click send a message, this is going to a messenger campaign, for example. I want to learn more about joining. So I'm going to go through, okay, hello, excited that you're considering us. What's your experience in real estate? Now it's going through a qualification question, just like you would in the survey, but now it's conversational, right? And you're having a conversation back and forth. And the goal is to get them on a call, get information, contact information, schedule a call conversationally, just like we looked at. They pick a time, that looks great, perfect, right? And so now we have their contact information. We know who this person is. We've booked a call conversationally and ready to answer any questions they have. So that's a powerful way of just having a Facebook ad go to instant interaction, instant contact information, and it's also more cost effective than some of the other ways to run ads on Facebook. There's also Google My Business, right? Having it respond in a chat and being able to engage with the lead. A lot of times people don't even know that Google has chat in it, right? If you have to look for a business that has it, but when you make it available, you just make it that much, your business or your client's businesses just that much more accessible. So there's an example there. You also have missed call text back. So let's say, clients are reaching out, calling, they make a call, you don't answer, or your client didn't answer. Now you're actually picking up that conversation and moving the needle forward for them, right? So they're having a text conversation there, and just making that really accessible. Any other specific use cases we could dive into with more questions when we open up in Q&A? But there's lots of different ways you can leverage AI in a way that's impactful for your clients. All right, with that, I'm going to share. So the elephant in the room is High Level has its own AI. So if anyone is using High Level, drop a 1 in the chat if you're using High Level. Any High Level people here today? I know sometimes I have a lot of people from High Level, sometimes no people from High Level. Just went back to ClickFunnels. Okay, no problem. Get that. Okay, here, Christopher, good to hear. So mixed audience, but that's cool. So High Level has its own AI. They charge 2 cents per message or $50 per sub account. From a price standpoint on ZappyChat, we just include the usage, which means you can sell ZappyChat with 0 marginal cost, right? When it comes to bots, you can build 1 bot in the High Level bot. With us, you can have unlimited bots. So you can have a bot that's answering questions from Facebook, one that's responding to when someone posts on social media, responding to that post, sending them a DM with a lead magnet. I mean, there's many different use cases you could possibly think of. You can have the bot trained to do that on ZappyChat. Multiple personalities, so you could have a bot sound like, I don't know who your favorite sales trainer is. Maybe it's someone like, I'm blanking right now for some popular guys there, like Cole Gordon or something like that. Like, have some training, let's load it up there and have it sound like him. Or customer service could be a completely different process, right? Just being more friendly, more lighthearted, that type of thing. Goals, you can update custom fields, add tags, fire webhooks. So lots of flexibility there. And you can book on unlimited calendars, whether it's multiple people, different services, you have all those options available. When it comes to the ROI around this, because you have to be able to make money at this for it to be worth our while. So if you're looking to white label this and sell this to other people, I've seen the setup fees as high as 100 grand. 2 to 5K setup fees are pretty common. $500 to $2,500 a month. It's pretty common. You can also offer deals, right, with ZappyChat. So we don't say you have a limit on the pricing that you can offer. So you can come up with your own lifetime deals or annual plans, or you can get pretty creative with pricing. And then I've seen people offer, lower monthly recurring plans to people that, hey, I have a massive SaaS audience. I want people to come in there and just set that themselves. And so $300 a month is not unheard of, right? So here's an example of Blade doing just that. So he charges $1,000 for ad management, $297 a month for the bot. So a couple examples there. What you get with ZappyChat is the super smart AI that's built on the same back end of OpenAI, which we're opening that up later this month for some more options. Excited about that. We also have the AI prompt generator, so that helps you generate prompts quickly and effectively. So it's just basically filling out a form with your client's industry-specific information on their offer, that type of thing, and then it's creating a prompt that you can just copy and paste. You also have white label sales funnels and ad videos, so you can just showcase what the bot can do for different industries. Tons of different use cases already built out. You have need for speed ebooks, infographics, and nurture emails to follow up with clients as they're opting into your offer. So really everything you need, whether you're looking to leverage this for your own business and just get more leads coming in, qualify them, book appointments, do those things, or you're looking to white label this and sell this to clients, you're positioned for both. So if you check out our site, you'll see an annual plan for $29.97. That's great, but being able to, we had a flash sale going on. We just extended it to today. So the last day today is until 11:59 tonight. For $19.97 for the year, you get $1,000 off that annual plan. You get everything we just talked about, plus the self-selling AI snapshot. I saw someone drop a comment about that earlier. So I just had a call actually yesterday with a guy named Terry. And he's like, yeah, I've been using this. It was after a webinar we had. I've been using the self-selling AI snapshot. Basically, you fill in a form, clients fill in their own URL, creates a custom demo for them that they can use. That's qualifying them based on their specific site, their information, making the demo relevant for them. And he stopped taking calls with people just booking on the site and only takes calls from people that have been through the bot, because the close rate is so much higher for people that have demoed the technology, right? So they've seen it, they touched it, they felt it, they're like, that's cool. Let me hop on a call and talk about that. Now people are actually signing up and paying because of that. So he has like a 50% close ratio. Him and his team is loving that process. So great ways to demo technology is actually just to use it. There's a 6-month, 200% money back guarantee. And there's also setup. So from a step-by-step membership area, 101 live setup call, as well as 15 plus coaching calls throughout the week. So this is what you get access to with ZappyChat. So with that, I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen. Ali, if you're in the chat, if you could drop in the links where people can get access to the presentation, as well as the link to purchase for the year. Awesome.